Hi everyone, how are you doing? Today I'm going to update you about the P-EBT program. P-EBT, as you already or may know, P-EBT stands for Pandemic Electronic Benefit Transition Program. This program provide additional food support for family during the COVID-19. In this videos, I'm going to update you about all states have been approved to receive P-EBT up to today's May 2022. I will shout out all the name of the state. Also, I will be provide you more Q&A questions, the question that usually is a lot of you have question but doesn't know or doesn't get the answer yet. So stay tuned and thank you for listening. So you can see on my screen, the following state have been approved to operate the P-EBT's program during the school year 21-22. Here is the name: American Samoa, Colorado, Delaware, Florida, Indiana, Kentucky, Maine, Louisiana, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Nebraska, New Mexico, North Carolina, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Puerto Rico, Rhode Island, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, West Virginia, and Wisconsin. That's so far all the states have been approved to operate the 2021-22 from now. And here, there is a little bit changes during this time. So the P-EBTs for last year's operate, and then this year's is a little bit different, right? So will the P-EBT for the school year 2021-2022 operate the same as the P-EBTs during last year, the 2021? What if any things have changed? Based on the requirement, the P-EBT requirement for 21-22 school year, it will be the same as P-EBT requirement during last year, the 2021. For example, P-EBTs may be available for eligible students and children who attend COVID childcare facility. And the state must submit the P-EBT plan to the USDA for review and approve. The USDA have provide update template for state to use for this school year plans. So although the P-EBT program rules and process of the plan review and approval have not changed, but the condition on the ground have changed since last school years. More school will return to the full-time in-person learning during this school years, as you're already aware of, right? So this change will impact the administration of the P-EBT during this school year. For example, the USDA anticipate fewer children will be eligible for P-EBT benefit during this school years. You know why, right? Because like COVID, school doesn't close during the COVID, right? They still open, kids still going to school. State and school need to carefully consider the different method of virtual instruction and their respective P-EBT eligibility or non-eligibility. And then the state may want to modify their approach to identify the children eligible for P-EBT childcare benefit. So some states and localities have lifted the health mandate held to the share of COVID-19. What does that mean? Is that the P-EBT is no longer available? That's not true. The P-EBT's eligibility is based on the federal public health emergency declaration in response to an outbreak of SARS or COVID, the virus that called the COVID-19. So the U.S. Secretary of Health and the Human Services issued the public health emergency declarations related to the SARS-CoV-2. State or local mandate or declaration does not govern the availability of P-EBT benefit, although they can form the basics for simplified assumption for childcare P-EBT. What are the P-EBT eligibility criteria for school children in this school year, the 21-22? So the criteria under the USDA's are following. First, there is the federal public health emergency designation based on the SARS or COVID-2 in place. Second, the child would have received free or reduced school meal under the NSLP or the SBP, if not for the COVID health emergencies. This includes the children who are directly certified or certified by application. It also includes the children enrolled in the community eligibility provision school or a school operating under provision 2 or 3. And last but not least, the child does not receive free or reduced price meal at the school because the school is closed or have been operating with the reduced attendance or hour for at least 5 consecutive days due to the COVID emergency in the current school years. Does the school need to be closed or operating at the reduced attendance or hour for 5 consecutive days for the student to receive the P-EBT benefit? That is the next question after you heard about the criteria, right? So yes, a school must be closed or operating at the reduced attendance or hour for 5 consecutive days during this school year, the 21-22, in order for the student to receive the P-EBT benefit. Once a school met the minimum 5 consecutive day threshold during this school years, then the school doesn't need to meet the threshold again for duration of the current federal SARS or COVID-2 public health emergency requirements. So after the threshold is met, a free or reduced price eligible children may receive the P-EBT benefit on that day, the day that they do not attend school in person or do not have access to meal service at the school due to the COVID-19, including 5 initial days. So if the school have returned in-person instruction, but some schools continue to provide the virtual instruction for the COVID-related reasons at the elections of the student or student families. So is that school operating at the reduced attendance? So if the school is providing its own virtual instruction to students for exception bias for the COVID related reasons, and the virtual instruction will be provided by school or school district staff or the contract staff hired by school, then yes, the school is considered to be operating at the reduced attendance. So what about children who are no longer attend in the NSLP or SPB eligible school? That is the school who provide the free school meal or reduced price meal for children. And those children have been homeschooling because of the COVID-19. Are they eligible to receive the P-EBT benefit? So for the children who attend the homeschool, they are not eligible. They are not eligible to receive the P-EBT benefit. So what about the children or at the school return to in-person instruction? Virtual option in many states and school districts will be structured differently than they were in last year. So under what conditions will virtual learning at a school attended by a child confer eligible for the P-EBT? So under the Family First Coronavirus Response Act, P-EBTs authorizing the legislations, some virtual learning options confer eligibility for the P-EBTs and some do not. The virtual day may count for P-EBT eligibility when the school attended by a child is closed or operate at the reduced attendance or hour, partially virtual due to the COVID-19. And the student could have received free or reduced price meal at the school, except for the school closed or reduced operations. Virtual days are not eligible for P-EBTs if the school attended by the child is in a district. Fully virtual institutions that is not eligible to participate in the NSLPs or the SPP program. And like some school will continue to impose the virtual or hybrid schedule for their students in direct response to the COVID-19 health emergencies. In those schools, the virtual instruction will be provided by school or school district staff or the contract staff hired by the school, and those as students in those schools eligible for free P-EBTs. And the answer is yes. This is how most the school provide the virtual or hybrid instruction in response to the COVID-19 public health emergency. And it's well under this model that state issue the P-EBT benefit. And the student who attend this school and the NSLPs, the free meals or reduced price meal eligibility at the school except for the children, except for their school closed or reduced operations. So to extend this school continue this model of the virtual instruction in response to the COVID-19, the NSLP eligible children attend those schools and P-EBT's benefit eligible on the virtual learning in the days of this school year. So what about the children's under age of 6 and who receive the SNAP benefit? Are they eligible to receive or automatically receive the P-EBT benefit? Unfortunately, not at this time. The latest amendment to the FFCRA consider all children under age of 6 and to be enrolled in a covered childcare facilities are not eligible. However, the state must confirm that child home address or a child facility is in the area of a closed school or school operating with the reduced attendance or hour or the child care facility, the child is attendance is closed or have reduced the hour before providing the P-EBT benefit. So what happened to the SNAP enrollment children who turn to 6 before school, but they are not enrolled in school yet? Are they eligible for the P-EBT benefit? Unfortunately, these children are not necessary eligibility for the P-EBT childcare benefit. However, same things, if these children are not under age of 6 and they are not deemed enrolled by the FFCRA in a covered childcare facility, they are not eligible to receive for this benefit. So in order to issue the benefit to these children, the state must use the best feature available data to verify the enrollment in a covered childcare facilities. And once again, that facility must be closed or operating at the reduced attendance or hours, or the location in the area of the school operating at the reduced attendance hours. So on the screen, you also see this is the benefit, the daily P-EBT benefit for both children who are attend school or the children at the child care. You can see is the amount if they are eligible. This is the amount that they're going to receive for this school year, the 21-22. So for Alaska State, the total amount you're going to receive each day is $11.44. For Hawaii, Guam, Virginia Island, and Puerto Rico, you're going to receive $8.28 per day. The rest of state in the US, you're going to receive $7.10 per day if you are eligible. So I hope with this short information will provide you a good update for this school year 21-22. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe my channel if you're not doing so yet. Thank you. Just click on subscribe and the bell. So whenever I have the video upload, it will be notify you. And thank you for your support and look forward to see you on my next video. If you have any questions, feel free to add on the comments and I will try my best to research the answer and get back to you. Thank you and have a good day. Stay safe.